Imagine living in a world where every move you make is watched, every choice you make is scrutinized, and your worth is often measured by your latest achievement or the size of your fan base. This is the reality for many celebrities who, despite their fame and fortune, find themselves contending with life's tougher battles. It's a strange paradox, isn't it? We look up to these stars as if they've got it all figured out, but the truth is, they're just as human as the rest of us. They laugh, they cry, and yes, they hurt too. The difference is, they do it under the unforgiving lens of the public eye. So, what happens when the cheers die down and the spotlight fades to black? This video discusses the risk of trading God for fame, as many celebrities often do, sometimes unintentionally. Yet, they still face the dire consequences of this action. Stick around to know why this often happens, what lies at stake in these people's lives, and how you can avoid making the same mistake, no matter your level of influence in life. After the glitz and click of the cameras, it's true these stars return to an empty house, where their own thoughts ring the loudest noise. They might have 1 million followers online, but how many can they call at 2 a.m. when the weight of loneliness crashes in? This is the high price of fame we don't often see. It's the trade-off that comes with every autograph, selfie, and headline. For some, it's a trade that leaves them feeling hollow, no matter how full their bank account is. They've traded in the simple joys of life, like privacy, genuine relationships, and inner peace, for a shot at being remembered by the world. But memory is fickle, and fame is fleeting. The question then becomes, is it worth it? Is the trade-off fair? And what happens when they realize that perhaps, just perhaps, they've given up too much for the applause that eventually fades away? No wonder these people often go down with severe and complicated cases of depression and mental stress. For instance, from a young age, Demi Lovato faced challenges with depression and suicidal thoughts. Despite achieving fame and success as a singer and actor, Demi has had to deal with addiction, bulimia, and bipolar disorder. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, was a musical prodigy who became a superstar at a very young age. He sold millions of records, sold out concert arenas, won global awards, and was worshipped by many. The world adored him, but deep down, he felt isolated and longed for a normal life. Despite his success, he struggled to find true happiness and connection with others. He often ran into severe health issues, had to undergo plastic surgery severally, a nose erection that cost him a lot, depression, and death at 50. While the world wished he had not gone too soon, they were ready to give anything to bring him back. But this isn't always possible, is it? Whitney Houston, known for her amazing voice, also faced her own battles with fame. She achieved great success, sold millions of songs, and became a household name. Still, her personal life was filled with challenges, including addiction, unhealthy relationships with people including her husband, and the constant scrutiny of the public eye. It became clear that external achievements couldn't shield her from inner turmoil and the need for genuine relationships, so she passed on at 48. These experiences are not unique to them alone. Many other public figures have faced similar struggles. Amy Winehouse, a talented singer, fell victim to the pressures of fame and couldn't escape her personal demons. Kurt Cobain, an icon of the grunge movement, discovered that fame can be a lonely place that amplifies internal conflicts. And Robin Williams, a beloved comedian, battled depression in silence, hiding his pain until it tragically consumed him. These stories all share a common theme: the pursuit of happiness and peace in a world where fame can feel like a trap. Some celebrities have found solace through a spiritual awakening or reconnecting with their faith. They realize that true contentment and serenity cannot be found in the applause of the crowd, but rather in the stillness of the soul. Ultimately, these individuals' lives are noteworthy to remind us that no amount of fame can replace the inner peace that comes from within. It often requires a deeper connection with a higher power or a return to one's spiritual roots. This inner peace goes beyond the fleeting nature of celebrity and provides a sanctuary amidst life's storms. When we hear about the stories of some of these celebrities, it's like a big flashing sign that says, fame isn't everything. These stars had fans all over the world and could buy just about anything they wanted. But despite that, they still had big problems, like anybody else. This is where the big lesson comes in: staying humble and remembering our origins. You see, no matter how many records you sell, awards you win, or followers you have on social media, Those things don't last forever. They're like leaves in the fall. They're here today, looking all pretty and shiny, but before you know it, they're gone with the wind. That's why true peace comes from surrendering to God and becoming His child. Now, think about what it means to be a child of God. It's not about how much stuff you have or how popular you are. It's about knowing you're loved and valued for who you are, not what you have. It's about having a bigger purpose than just being famous or rich. And it's about finding peace in your heart, even when life gets crazy. These stories of famous folks remind us that real happiness and peace aren't found in the next big hit song or movie. They're found in the quiet moments, when you're just being you, without all the glitz and glamour. They're found in the love of family and friends, and most importantly, they're found in faith and relationship with God. It is very easy to lose touch with your true identity and with God when you allow the fleetingness of fame to become central in your life. When you're famous, there's a lot of pressure to be what everyone else wants you to be. You've got fans, managers, and sponsors all expecting you to act a certain way, and sometimes that can make you forget who you really are. Then there's the fame itself. It can be likened to living in a bubble where everything is about your image and your brand. After a while, it's easy to start thinking of yourself as just a character rather than a real person with real feelings and problems. Also, celebrities are always in the public eye because cameras and fans follow them, and sometimes they can't even go out without being swarmed. That can make it hard to live an everyday life and do the things that keep us grounded, like hanging out with old friends or just going for a walk without being stopped for selfies. This is why it is crucial to remember that success in your career or artistic pursuits is like seasoning in a dish. It can add flavor to life, but it shouldn't be the only thing on your plate. When you do well at work or in your creative projects, it feels great. It's a sign that you're skilled at what you do and that people appreciate your talents. That's all good stuff. But problems start when success becomes the only thing you care about. Imagine eating nothing but salt every day. Not so tasty anymore, right? It's the same with success. If you focus on it too much, you might start to miss out on other vital parts of life, like spending time with family, helping others, or just kicking back and relaxing. When success is all you think about, you can lose sight of why you started in the first place. Maybe you loved singing because it made you feel alive, or you started a business to help people. If you forget that, you might start chasing fame or money instead of what matters to you. And here's another thing. Looking for happiness in fame or money is like trying to catch a cloud. It looks solid from far away, but once you get up close, there's nothing to hold on to. You end up running around, trying to fill a hole that can't be filled with just awards or cash. So, success is excellent, but it's not the whole story. It's about finding a balance. Enjoy your achievements, but don't forget to enjoy the simple things too. And remember, the best kind of fulfillment often comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for, not just what you've done. Finding true happiness and fulfillment is a lot like going on a treasure hunt. You know there's something amazing out there, but it's not always in the places you'd expect. For us, real treasure shouldn't be in a pile of gold or a bunch of trophies. It should be in a close relationship with God. And here's the exciting part. When you live like this, you stop worrying so much about what everyone else thinks. Life will stop being about the number of likes or followers you have and be about feeling good on the inside because you know you're doing your best with what you've been given. So, what's the key to real happiness? It's about looking up and looking in, not just looking around at what everyone else has. It's a journey, for sure, but it leads to peace and joy that lasts way longer than any fame or fortune. Fame and success can sometimes put people on a pedestal they never really asked for. Take Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson, for example. They reached heights in their careers that most can only dream of, but with that came a spotlight so bright that it often blinded them to their own selves. In our pursuits of excellence, let's remember that humility is the anchor that keeps us from drifting too far into dangerous waters. It's knowing that, yes, you've done well, but you're not above anyone else. You've got talents, but so does the next person. And all that you are and all that you have is not just for you. It's to be shared, to lift others up, and to glorify someone greater than yourself, God. I hope this video has touched you. If so, kindly share your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to keep receiving latest updates from us. God bless you.